Well, it's 20 after 7, and give myself a little longer to sleep in. That's great. Got down to 48 in the tent last night, and just now a fog is rolling in off the lake and getting everything wet. So I got the tent packed up just before all that happened. Nice quiet night, except for the acorns falling out of the trees, which is part of the fall thing. You just get used to it. Okay, we've got 16 miles to Cumberland Falls, so that's like the big landmark for today, and it ought to be beautiful to see. And we'll figure out the campsite as we go. Miles to Cumberland Falls. Walking across the dam in the fog. So that was really neat. It's so quiet out here in the woods that I heard a sound. At first I thought it was a big wind coming up, and then I realized it was something in the air that was going by. It sounded like the wind, and I looked up, and there was a flock of geese flying over in the fog, not making a noise, and all you could hear was the air against their feathers and the flapping motion. It was more like a low, soft roar. It's very cool. Well, that section was challenging. It was easy to get lost 3 different ways. I got lost once, and then came back to the trail, and then came down a very steep, rocky incline into that creek basin that was full of big boulders, and they were all wet. And the trail actually went through there, so you had to. I threw my trekking poles ahead and used my hands and clambered on my knees on some of it just to retain traction, because yeah, that was a little technical, but we made it through most of that. Now it's just a little rocky trail to deal with, and maybe we'll get back in the woods here in a bit. It won't be such hard going. Trail in here is rough. Just got to go up over that. And there's a stream crossing up ahead. Goodness, that was beautiful. I asked the locals what they call it, and they just called it Bark Camp Falls. But that place is beautiful, and you walk right across the rock ledge to get across. So up a little side trail is the Bark Camp Shelter. It's a good place to have lunch. Nice. Okay, so the trail came in there. I was able to get water there. This is water coming out of a cave in the side of the mountain. It's lovely. Lots of big rocks here, and the trail goes off that way. Wahaha. Okay, you guys stay up there. Just give me time to go through. Great, still there. Walking near this river, but just up to the left near the bluffs for miles, and you can just glimpse the river through the trees, but here you can see some nice rapids. And then in the middle of the river are these gigantic stones that have tumbled down from either side. It's very dramatic. Speaks well of what the falls will look like in about 3 miles. On a bridge over a feeder stream into the Cumberland. You can see the size of these rocks. These have been around us, and we've been walking over them all day. Just gonna walk right out on these boulders. There we go, that's straight up. Sorely tempted to cut it short and camp here. It's beautiful. Close to the visitor center for Cumberland Falls. So just saw the spectacular falls, stopped in the Moonbow Cafe as is recommended by those commenting on Far Out, saying gotta get the cheeseburger. It was great. Had a little swirl ice cream cup too. And the nice lady there filled my water bottles. So now they say there's a primo campsite in 3 miles. It's after 6, so it might be dark by the time I get there. But I'm gonna give it my best, and if I see a better one before then, I'll take it. And if I do that, it'll end up being about a 19-mile day anyway. That means tomorrow's gonna be real short, so that's all right. Hey, after sludging through, I think we finally found this great campsite, and it is fabulous. It's 10 till 8, and Serenity Shuttle has landed. Trail mile 226.3 for a 19-mile day. We saw some amazing stuff today, and lots of technical terrain, and then ended up at Cumberland Falls and had a burger there at Moonglow, and then headed out here. It took us a while to find this place, but found it we did, and now we're set up. And I checked what I thought might be trash in the tree, but it's actually just clean cooking utensils and a kitchen towel and things like that you would need for camping that somebody just stashed there in the tree. There's not actually trash there, so we're in good shape. Daddy long legs are everywhere. I've tried to take them off my pack and off my tent so far, so I'm going to try to climb in and avoid them for the rest of the night. So thanks for sauntering with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.